You're constantly tweaking your resume, posting thought leadership on LinkedIn, or pouring budget into digital ads, hoping someone, anyone, will notice. These efforts are yielding smaller and smaller returns because they rely on the 25-year-old attention economy. It's a system built on shouting louder to reach a human audience that has learned to tune you out. Algorithm fatigue is only the surface of the problem. The real shift is that you are directing your marketing and job-seeking efforts at the wrong species. Very soon, when a company needs to hire a candidate or a consumer wants to buy a product, their first step won't be scrolling a feed or asking a friend. They're going to ask an AI. For 2 decades, the goal was acquiring human eyeballs. Now, the challenge is passing the rigorous, analytical vetting process of a machine. If an AI agent acts as the gatekeeper, making the final selection before a human even sees the options, screaming for attention on a timeline is useless. We are moving into the interpretation economy. The web is being reorganized, shifting from a broadcast model where one loudspeaker tries to reach many eyes, to a filter model where massive amounts of data are funneled through a single robotic node. Most people respond to this by using ChatGPT to write copy or churn out generic resumes. This back-office automation doesn't change your position, it just creates more noise. Look at how a modern transaction actually works. A buyer gives an AI a highly specific set of constraints: the dimensions of their room, a preference for warm acoustics, and a strict budget. In seconds, the agent instantly filters thousands of options to find the perfect mathematical match. Traditional marketing fails this scan. AI cannot verify a catchy slogan or an emotional claim. It only understands evidence mapping directly to the prompt. Because the agent cannot verify these vague claims, it discards them. Without hard data, your brand is averaged out with every other unproven option, effectively disappearing from the result list. To survive this bottleneck, every company and professional needs to build a truth layer. A truth layer is a foundation of highly specific, deeply opinionated, and structurally provable data about what your product does, or what you as a professional can actually execute. A generic claim like energy return works on a human, but an agent needs that translated into a structured, agent-readable format, a JSON schema, listing exact spring systems and impact reduction metrics. The same logic applies to job seekers. Listing AI proficiency on a resume is a human-facing claim. To get past an agent, you need a provable portfolio or a functioning code pipeline that a machine can parse and verify. Providing this level of structured, undeniable detail gives the AI a specific hook. It creates a wedge that allows the agent to confidently recommend you over the competition. In the interpretation economy, your success depends entirely on your ability to technically prove your distinct value to a machine. With AI agents handling the logic and the comparisons, it raises a question: why does human brand loyalty matter at all? As algorithms mediate more of the purchasing process, genuine human memory and preference become incredibly rare, which makes them far more valuable. There is a massive difference between a buyer asking an AI to find me the best sound system and a buyer instructing their AI to buy me this specific brand of sound system. To ensure they ask for you by name, offline experiences, real-world networking, and deep emotional resonance are critical. You have to seed that specific prompt into a human's brain before they ever open their laptop. We are now operating in a two-internet economy. The agent internet requires technical structure and evidence, while the human internet requires memorable emotional connection. The path forward requires both. You must build an honest, agent-readable reality for the bots and a deeply memorable brand for the humans.